Young ladies and gentlemen, good evening once again. Good evening to all of you. Once again, welcome here to the Evade Tech Conscience platform. In international news headlines, nothing is going right in France anymore. France's economy has plummeted so much. Citizens have no more money and the government has no more money. It is France's descent into hell. What you see here is a bus. It's a French industry, the only one France has. The only one bus that France has just sold to a Chinese company, despite the wishes of the French people. It was difficult. France did not want to sell this unique hydrogen bus manufacturing company. But faced with poverty, France could do nothing more. They even went to court. When they appeared before the court, the French pleaded their case. They still didn't want this company to leave French heritage. But the French courts were forced to make a decision. The court said that you cannot manage this company even though it belongs to you. Because not long before, they had gone to court. The court had placed them under judicial reorganization so that the company could recover. But no, how can France do that? How can they? There is no money. The places where they used to get money in Africa are finished. They're ruined. Ibrahimtraoré and others have shut off the taps. The French no longer have cash. So in the end, it's something else. But what are the real facts? Which company is it about? What is it called? What is the name of the Chinese company that just took over this big contract? That's what we're going to talk about in this video conference. Ladies, young ladies and gentlemen. But before we continue, I ask you to share the video conference as much as possible. Share the video as much as possible. Yes. So it's the only French company that makes hydrogen buses, that produces hydrogen buses. This French company, the only French company operating in this field, is now coming under Chinese ownership. China is taking over. And according to official information, this is happening against the wishes of the staff and local officials. The staff of the French company opposed it. The local officials opposed it. I'm telling you, they even went to court, but it was impossible. On May 20th, the Albi Commercial Court approved the offer from the Chinese group, Owanron, for the company Saffra, the only French manufacturer of hydrogen buses. So the French company is called Saffra. It was taken away to be given to the Chinese company, Owanron. So it is the Chinese group Owanron that will take over the company, Saffra. This company no longer belongs to France. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you will share this video. This is very bad news for France, but very good news for the Africa of sovereignties. They said they could. Maranatha, but they can't. And now they're losing. Their various companies one after another. Wow, that's powerful. That's really powerful. They can't do it. And for us, that's a joy. Yes, they are experiencing the karma of our continent. Let's go deeper. So, what's happening? This decision comes despite the clear support of employees, local officials and regional leaders for the competing offer from the French group TTH. There is another French group called TTH. I'll look up its definition in a moment. This French group came forward to say, instead of giving the company, it's the only French company, instead of giving it to China, give us this company. Another French company, they weren't dismissed with a wave of the hand. They say that even this French company that comes here can't Because they don't have the sharp, it doesn't work. At least the Chinese, they're free. They have other sources of income. That is to say, even the French are now meeting among themselves. Maranath. Yes. I believe I'm not mistaken. Yes. I think that the jurisdiction is a French jurisdiction, if I'm not mistaken. So, what needs to be said is that, there you go. The company that France is selling today, Saffra, was founded in 1955 in Albi. The Albi-based company, Arm for automobile manufacturing and repair, Saffra, was placed under judicial reorganization this past February 4th. The company employs 169 people and plays a central role in the hydrogen tar sector, in addition to its activities in the renovation of buses and urban rolling stock, such as trams and subways. They refused. Outright refused. What should be said is that the Chinese group made some attractive promises. The Chinese group committed to maintaining the 120 jobs out of the current 169. Presented at the end of April, their proposal was favored by the court, despite a last-minute counter-offer from the French group, Thierry Tory Holding, TTH, submitted on May 16th. TTH, for its part, proposed to retain 90 employees in Albi and to reassign 40 others to its own site, etc. What remains clear? The truth is that they refused France. Share this video with me. There you go. So, it must be said that this is indeed happening in France. Albi is a town in France. That's it. Albi is a French town, the prefecture of the town department, and those in the Occitanie region. There you go. In 2022, Albi had 50,605 inhabitants. That was the clarification. The French themselves are turning their backs on each other, meaning a French society. That is on its last legs. They put the company under judicial reorganization. It doesn't work. The court makes a decision. There's another person who wants to come and buy the company, a Chinese person. The court says, wait first. We're putting the company under judicial reorganization. Isn't that right? Another French company comes and says, oh, give us this company so that at least it stays French. The court says, no, you are incompetent. We give it to China. That means if we spend 5 years like this, all French companies will be sold to foreigners, to foreign companies, because they are incapable. Why are they incapable? Because that's gone now. Otherwise, when was the company in question founded? When was it founded? We mentioned the date earlier. It was founded in, I can't find it, I think it's 1965, if I'm not mistaken. Oh my goodness. Well, I'll find it. But it was founded a very long time ago. Yes, a company founded since 1955. Today, that's how things are. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the top story of the news. Thank you for sharing it with all Africans. That's it. I'll be back with you shortly. That was the voice of your one and only samurai.